comedy. You can catch comedian Demetri next weekend at the Beau Rivage. And joining us now with a little bit more on what you can expect from his show is Demetri. Thanks so much for talking to us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm great. You're here for your Quick Draw tour, and the name Quick Draw really sums up your signature comedic comedy style. Tell us a little bit about what the concept is for the show and what people can expect.
Sure. Yeah, I called it Quick Draw because over the years I have had a lot of drawings in my stand-up shows and my stand-up specials. Usually it's on a large pad on an easel. For this tour, maybe because I'm getting older and I'm loosening up a little bit, I thought I could do the drawings live in front of the audience on stage. So that's a slight departure. They're still kind of simple line drawings, but by doing them live, I thought it might be a little more interesting to see a joke kind of get made instead of just being pre-made and being here's my joke. And I called it Quick Draw because I don't want the audience to get bored. So I thought of the quickest drawings I could do.
Yeah, and you have such a unique comedy style too. You blend the stand-up with the drawings, sometimes music and wordplay. How long did it take you to kind of cultivate that signature style?
Oh, well, when I started, I love one-liners. I love short jokes. So it was mostly just going up there and just telling my jokes. But I would carry a notebook around a lot, just a lot of comics would carry notebooks. I guess now everybody uses their phones and stuff, but when I started way back in the old times, people had notebooks. So I had the notebook, I had the pen, and I started drawing again. And that led itself back into my stand-up. But I mean, like a lot of people, I like to draw when I was a kid. I don't know if you drew when you were a kid, but we all pretty much we were pretty free. Nobody was criticizing themselves too much when we were little. Oh, cool, yeah, that's a tree, I guess, whatever. And then we stop when we grow up. But because I had the notebook for jokes, then I was oh, I guess I could start drawing again. The problem was I picked up kind of where I left off in 6th grade. So my abilities didn't advance that much. So I'm still kind of drawing like a 6th or 7th grader, but it's stand-up, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'm drawing like a kindergartner, so you got me beat.
Okay. Yeah.
And a lot of comedians, you see that they kind of blend the storytelling and improv, but like you said, you rely on those one-liners, and it seems like you do a lot of observations. How do you keep things fresh night after night like that?
This is a good question, one that I ask myself. I think with one-liners, the nice thing is, I wouldn't say they're easy come, easy go, but they are shorter. So it's not like I'm building some long story often. And sometimes I definitely improvise and I tell a couple stories here and there, but for whatever reason, I am just drawn to that form. It's almost like a game, I think, when you're trying to write a joke that's 10 words or 12 words or something like that. If you can get it to work, for me, is there something still really exciting about that? And I will say that the great thing for stand-up comedians is that when we have a live audience, you have a laboratory. It can be a very harsh one sometimes, but it's always honest. Crowds are honest. So they tell you pretty quickly, yes, that joke is working. You should keep doing that one. Or, hey, don't say that again. I'm got it, thank you. And these are people who like me usually. So if they're not laughing, I can trust them. I'm you guys are the ones who actually like me and you're not laughing. So I'll definitely not tell that joke again.
Right. I mean, how do you work with the crowds? Do you do a lot of crowd work at all?
Yeah, I do a fair amount. I think with social media now, you see that there's a lot of crowd work online. People are posting a lot of that stuff. So I think it's a little less special than it used to be. So for that reason, I don't do tons of it.
Have you ever performed here on the coast before?
No, I haven't. I'm excited.
Okay, yeah, great. And one fun fact many people may not know about you either, you're allergic to a lot of things, seafood being one of them, so you may have trouble eating down here.
I know. I'm very high maintenance that way, so.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for joining us today. We have information right there on your screen about the show. It's going to be happening over at the Beau Rivage on October 18th at 8 o'clock. You can buy tickets right there on your screen. Demetri, thanks so much for joining us today, and we hope you have a great trip down to the coast.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.